I think that's ridiculous.
We don't know what the subject is because the fact of the matter is I let you talk. I didn't say a word. Not a word. I actually sat here. I actually sat here and listened to your flagrant ignorance.
This is unbelievable to me.
Patron America.
Yo.
Patron America.
Y'all take it easy. I'm out.
The time for reflection is over.
Let's ride. Let's ride, boys. What's up, guys?
Hey, yo.
How's it going?
T, we're back. Episode 4, a little late. Sorry about that, folks. But we've had kind of a long weekend. This is mine, Dalton's flu game for sure. What'd you say, Dalton?
Yeah, definitely.
we'll get into all that. I'm just dealing with a little sinus infection, so I'm a little groggy today. It's a little groggy cast. But Dalton, he's on the injury reserve right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm out for at least 2 weeks.
All right, we'll discuss that when it comes up. But I kind of want to open up the episode and shout out some of the dogs out there that have been lending their ears to us.
Yes, sir.
Double Cup, Bailey, Ship. We got a couple members that travel to the band. Look those guys up on Instagram, Spotify, whatever. Just want to shout out a couple of those guys because I always hear from you guys, and after y'all listen and do the feedback is awesome. It's awesome. So, dude, thank you, dogs. Keep listening, and tell others about us. Tell them to subscribe or something. We did gain a couple more subscribers this week too.
We did.
Yeah, so
couple randos.
A couple randos. Don't even know. A couple good fellers though. A couple good dogs joining the cast.
Oh, good dogs.
Join the pack, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Well, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Also, to open this
Jump
thing
on
up.
the wagon.
Yeah, dude. Hop on, brothers. Hop on.
Hop on, ride on.
Well, dude, I wanted to get us kind of hyped starting off, so I cooked us up a little bit of this is for the viewers and the cast members. I cooked up a little vid of some hard high school hits, dude. How raw is high school football?
Dude, beautiful.
Yeah,
There's nothing better than a high school hit.
Dude,
Like a big high school hit.
First off, they're so violent.
Oh, go into school Monday morning, chest poked out, unless you're the person who got hit, and you probably calling in sick.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about it when I was watching. The reason I made it the reel is because I kept seeing a bunch of them on Twitter and TikTok and all the other social medias. Every Friday, you just see a bunch of them. I was like, man, there's so much on the fucking line on these plays because you had to go back to school Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to go back to school Monday. Like for pro football players and stuff like that, like, yeah, it kind of sucks when you get your ass lit up in a game, but it's like at least you get to go home in like $1 million car in a mansion, probably have a baddie at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah.
But if you had to go back to like if somehow all the fans at a pro football game knew you and were like around you the day after or a couple days after the game, you'd probably take it a little more serious, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think you would take it a little more serious.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line if somebody's like, come Monday, it's like, bro, you got your fucking head not loose, huh?
Right. But there's nothing more beautiful than Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I agree.
If you ever got cracked on Friday, you were not going to school Monday.
No.
It was not happening.
You called in sick.
You got late,
You're skipping.
if you got laid out, you're not letting anybody say anything to you that day you come into work.
No.
Yeah, because dude, all your homies like after the game get to go to like Huddle House or whatever, and then you gotta go to the ER.
It's all fun and games till the game's over. Especially if you won, you're getting hell.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hell.
You're right. That's true, dude.
Everybody's on your ass.
I didn't even think about that. It's when if you win, it's way worse for that guy.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to take a look at him? Y'all want to give it a watch?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's start this video up. Y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and start it. Oh, and these get worse as they go, by the way.
It went straight back to the bench.
I meant to mention that. These get worse as they go.
Oh. Oh, he set him up.
How many of these would be called a flag
Oh,
in
immediately,
any other
dude.
in any other
Immediately.
level?
And it's so crazy how like these are all set.
Yeah. This is just quarterback like just hanging his wide receivers out the
murder. This is murder by quarterback.
drive. This one's tough. Ooh.
Ah,
Oh my god.
That last fella doesn't play football anymore, by the way.
No,
no.
dude, that
I
that
doubt that
dude,
he
that's
stands
like,
anymore. I doubt that he has the ability to stand up anymore. Actually,
Dude handed in his
he had to get
pads
carted off.
right after that play.
they got cut off of him, bro.
He
They didn't
turned-
hand anything off.
The
Yeah,
funniest
he
thing to me
turned-
about high school hits though, the person that gets hit pops up so fast like nothing happened. Like I'm fine. It
Yeah.
wasn't even that big of a hit.
Dude, if you
Yeah,
have consciousness after
acts
it,
like
you have to.
tries to play it off, make sure nobody be like nobody saw it.
Yeah,
As
like,
they're walking to the other sideline with a concussion.
yeah, like
like,
that
you-
guy
you
that
You walk to the
the
sideline,
receiver.
everybody's like, "Dude, you just got knocked out, bro." And everybody's like, "He's just like, what are you talking about, dude?"
Dude, I just walked over here, didn't I? Like that guy that got
What are you
his
talking about?
helmet knocked off, and he has to just get up and pick his
No,
helmet up like
No,
nothing
bro,
just happened.
No, bro, he hits like a girl, dude. No.
Blood coming down your nose.
Yeah, dude, all those
Yeah.
guys' hands stopped working. Like they all just dropped the football immediately after the lights got turned off. Like they hit the same thing happened to Tua, dude. I like, which we can talk about that, but dude, what happened to him, what happened to some of those guys right there was the equivalent of like, you know, when you had a PlayStation 2 and you just open up the tray while the game was going. And dude,
Yeah,
everything just
and-
fucks up. Like the sound still's going, you have stuff on the TV, but it's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why
Right.
like you have Tua down there, like his hands locking up and shit like that, and like
Oh, dude.
wobbling about, dude. By the way, like, come on, guys, what the hell was that?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that was
dude,
bad,
was-
bad consult. I mean, I saw the medical consultant for the Dolphins got fired. That was
No,
just
I was
terrible.
about
It
to
was
say that. I
weird
saw
in
that.
that.
ESPN posted that.
Yeah, it was weird in that though. It wasn't the Dolphins guys. So there's two doctors on each sideline, right? Or maybe there's two, one for each sideline, and one that's hired by the NFLPA. So this guy that
Right.
got fired, he is hired by the Players Association. He's supposed to be the one that makes sure that the team doctor doesn't do something like this.
Yeah, I mean, there. That was, I don't know. I obviously I didn't know about. I didn't even see the week prior video where he had got. I knew he had a concussion, but I didn't see how bad it was. Once they posted the video after the second, like when he actually got, the last injury or whatever, I saw the video of them being like they put Tua on the field after last week seeing him like this, and it was the video of him falling, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
running, jogging down the field and falling, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
somebody's
who-
losing their job. That's
Yeah.
they're not following concussion
No-
protocol. There's
Right.
no way.
Nope. And nobody falls like that or stumbles like that from a lower back injury.
No,
No.
No.
yeah, that was horseshit. Like, what the NFLPA consultant did was what his job is, that he like is paid not to let stuff like this happen. You know what I mean? Like that's what blew
Right.
me away about it. And it's like, look, you can have like whatever, you can have your arguments about targeting and what's targeting or hard hits and stuff like that. But it's like this ain't even about that. Like, this is about a guy being put back
No.
on the field that had no business being out there. And what it really sucks
Yeah.
in this whole thing is like, dude, I feel like Mike McDaniels was getting everything right until now. Like this, and
But
especially
they
if
have a
2 is
really-
out.
And they have a really good backup. Like I think Teddy
Oh,
Bridgewater
Yeah.
dude, Bridgewater's a
That's-
man.
yeah.
I love Teddy.
Right. When you have a
Yeah,
backup
they-
like
they
that,
should-
and you're paying your starter that much money, and you need him, like
Yeah, if
let
I'm
him sit out
coaching,
the
I
rest
gotta
of the
start-
game. Right. Yeah. Like bring.
Yeah,
He's a decent.
gotta
He's a
sit
decent
him.
backup to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
what was
wouldn't
the
skip a
final
beat.
score?
I wouldn't even to this past week game.
Yeah.
The one where he actually got
Yeah, where Teddy
the
came in.
big
Dude, Teddy didn't. He wasn't bad when he came in. Like he had a good game.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what was
Yeah,
what was the final? in that
the
game?
Dolphins won
Uh,
21-19.
That's right. That's right. Or
Yeah,
15.
like that. Wait,
I
what,
can't remember
what
the
was
final
it?
No,
No,
Thursday's
just-
game.
Last week's
yeah.
game or this week? This week the Dolphins lost.
Oh, that's right. 27-15. That's right.
27-15.
Yeah, they won against Bills
But-
21-19
Okay, yeah,
while
that's
he
right,
was already
yeah.
concussed. That's right. Okay.
Right, but
Yeah.
Bridgewater didn't have a bad game.
No.
Bengals just had a good game. They played. They actually looked good on offense this week.
Yeah, they've been trying to get it together
Mhm.
too. I feel like they needed that. But no, you just hate.
Yeah.
Dude, you just hate to see guys do it because like when something like this comes up, it's like it reminds everybody of like the reality of the situation. And I know everybody's like, "Oh, you sound like a puss for this," but it's like no, like I don't mean it's a guy falling over and he's like having carried off by his lineman for a game.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the lineman caught him from falling over
Yeah,
again. Like,
yeah.
held him like, hey, stop walking.
And it wasn't even a division game, by the way.
No.
Like, this is like I don't think this is a game that you risk it all on. You know what I'm saying? I get why
Not
they would,
this early in the season.
yeah.
You shouldn't risk it at all, though.
Like I understand Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins being like, man, because they're on a good like ascension here. Like this season's looking like it'll turn out pretty good.
Well, the thing is, they're not ruining it. They're not risking season. They're risking like a life, a
Yeah.
career.
Right. An
Exactly.
investment, like an investment for like the next
Yeah.
5 years of your football team. You can fuck it up right here, dude, if you don't get this right.
Dude, that's what CTE looks like. The beginning of CTE is right there, like what we
dude,
saw
yeah.
this week.
Falling over, tumbling over, and then like hands
Because
locking
it was
up.
right,
It's
because
like,
it wasn't like a big hit. Like he kind of just got tossed back.
yeah,
and
he hit the
fell.
off
He like
switch.
hit back.
Yeah.
He hit
Right,
the off
his
switch.
back. Yeah, pretty much his back of his head hit the ground. It wasn't a hard hit. He didn't fall hard. It was just he had a prior head injury from the week before that was still there, and like you said, he just hit that off switch.
Yeah, if you rock that brain back and forth, dude, it's similar.
They say once
you start lagging out,
you've
bro.
had one, it's easy.
Yeah, you start
They say
lagging
once
out.
you've had like one concussion or something like brain trauma like that, it's like the second time it's very
Yeah.
like way easier.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, your ping goes
Like
crazy,
I know people
bro.
who have seizures. Like if you ever have one seizure, you're like however many times
Yeah.
more prone to have seizures.
Well, no, dude, like he
Just
like
'cause
and the
your
head
brain's
movement.
more vulnerable and susceptible.
That second fall, the fall he took Thursday was very like it reminded me of like when boxers get punched right in the nose and their head rocks
Right.
back and then they're just out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like they took harder hits like that all the time, but it's like it's just the way the head's moving and you're whipping everything around up there, bro. Dude, you're scrambled eggs after that.
I mean, did they come out and say like why his hands curled up like that? Is that like due to like a seizure or a spasm?
Dude, no, I've seen
Like,
people
also-
try and talk about
Could
that, but
be.
no one ever mentions like what that even is, like, or
They're not.
if they've seen that
I
before.
don't really know if they'll even release what's going on. Like I don't think the NFL will really tell much about it just because like to kind of cover
Yeah,
their ass a little
people
bit,
are going
like,
to look bad in this. I agree with that, dog. People are going to look fucking
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
bad and real dumb.
Yeah, they're gonna try to hide it as much as they can,
Yeah.
no doubt.
And dude, and the toughest part about this is now both sides will be trying to cover up because an NFLPA guy fucked this up. So the
Yep.
Players Association is
Yeah,
not going to be trying to investigate. The NFL's not going to try and investigate. Like, and you got these fucking coaches and media guys talking about Tua like he's a fucking kid. Like I know he's young, but he's a grown man. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you treat him with respect. Let's check in with him.
Which
Like, how are you feeling, brother?
Yeah, which I'm sure at the same time he's almost equally as responsible. I mean, I'm sure he was just right there with him. Like, yeah, I can play.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's not like they
yeah.
could have. It's
I
not like
agree.
he had to play. They could have been like, yeah, you're playing. And he could have been like easily, no, like I'm not ready, and they couldn't have done shit about it. Like all they could do is start Bridgewater.
No,
But
I can agree with
how
that,
much
dude.
of it? Yeah, how much of it is? Do you think it? How much is it? You think like he is because he doesn't want to lose his job? You know what I mean? Like yeah, I'm hurt. My head's definitely
I
hurting.
think
I might have concussions. So,
It's just,
but I'm
I
gonna
think
keep
it's really
playing
just
because I was already out last year.
I mean, I think it's probably just a bit of him. He's had a good season.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I
his
was going to
numbers
say.
look
I think it's
good.
more that
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
man, I want to keep this going longer. Like we're
Right.
just
Yeah,
getting
he
into
wants,
rhythm.
he wants. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I mean, I know a lot of people are looking at Tua like a victim right now, but I think I mean, yeah, it sucks. It's like that he got hurt and everything, but I mean, it's really, I mean, it's equally his fault. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, he just tried to
Yeah,
jump. He's trying to get back into it too quick.
I feel like I wish there was a statement from him. I guess is all I was trying to say. Like I wish, like he is a grown man. Like let him say. Like if it was part of his decision, I think it clears up a lot of it and doesn't look as bad. And this is me coming from like a PR standpoint. I guess the Dolphins, I'd probably want him to say something.
Right.
It's like,
no,
hey,
they need to say something.
Yeah, please
I mean,
tell them that we didn't make you go out
honestly,
there.
I don't know if they'll even I mean, he could. I guess he could possibly maybe even get in trouble for it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like I feel like if he knowing his situation, knowing that because he had to know that he wasn't 100%. I mean, he had brain trauma. Like that's
Right.
he knew he wasn't 100%. He knew he shouldn't have been out there. I know. I mean, I feel him on the side of I want to play football. I want to go out there and smash some records and stuff. Like I want to play every game this
Right.
season. I want to win, go to the playoffs. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't just rush. You can't rush like that kind of injury.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
that's like
Thursday non-division game, and you just had a nasty little
Right.
hit the Sunday before.
yeah,
Yeah.
for 4 days, 4 or 5
Yeah,
days.
that's
Right.
all you've gotten, and it's a non-division game that's not that important.
But I don't know if the Dolphins can get in that much trouble because I mean it is half of the NFL's fault because that clearance has to go through the NFL also, not just through Miami.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, but
right.
I think everybody
Somebody's
can get
get.
in trouble. Just
Right.
That's
The
why I
big
think
thing
I think
is
they're
that
I think
it,
they're just gonna let this blow over. I think like you're saying, Dave, if people come out about this or like any like real investigation goes into it, like people there's gonna be a few people come out
it's
of
gonna
this
reveal a
that are
lot of
yeah.
stuff. It's gonna
yes.
be bigger than just 2 of them.
Yep. Yep. Because
And the
dude,
main thing
they
is
fired that
like
guy too quick. Like if
right.
this is a real investigation, this would have gone like a week or two, a month, and then like a list of people would have gotten canned or like their allegations would come out. Not fucking a couple days, and we was like, nope, we got the guy. This is who was responsible for
Yep.
it. It's like I'm sure that's
Somebody's.
all it was.
It's kind of it's they're probably going through the tiers of we're gonna cover each other's ass. You know what I mean? Like we'll fire this
Yeah.
guy and this might basically let's put the blame on this guy and let's cover the rest of it up.
Yeah, you
And
wipe
this is
my ass,
coming
I'll
from the
wipe yours.
NFL. Yeah, and this is coming from the NFL that is all about safety now, like safety of the players now. They've even enforced a shit ton of rules to the game for it.
Yeah, like look, dude, I don't
And
want to
then
sound like
some kind of shit that comes like this. I mean, it is a big deal, but like you said, they're probably going to try to sweep it on the rug as much as they can.
yeah. Look, I don't want to sound like a crackpot or nothing right now, but like, or like I'm making up a conspiracy. But like you said, about what the fuck, what were you saying there at the end about?
All the rules they've implied.
Yeah,
stuff.
like about them being about safety, right? Like,
right.
they're not really about safety. This is what this shows. What they're about is looking like they're making the right calls. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like if I make all these rules and I come up with all this safety equipment, I'll look like I care about the players' safety. It's like, no, you care about keeping guys out there as much as possible to make money and keep viewers watching.
Yeah.
Right.
That's facts.
Jalen
Facts.
Jalen Ramsey just released that statement the other day saying that he didn't think that they were focusing way too much on like instead of taking care of the players, they're focusing more on what was it? I can't remember
Viewership.
exactly what it was. Something like that. Like I guess like money or something, or like selling
like
tickets or something like
revenue
that.
and
But he was like they need to start focusing more on the safety of the players instead of the excitement of the game. Which I mean, obviously that's their revenue is the excitement and everything. People coming to watch, see big hits, and, big touchdowns, all that big plays.
Also it's like, dude, this is week 4. Like the
Exactly.
real revenue is to be made if you go 8-2 or 10 and whatever, and
Right, you're
towards
on
the
the
back
hunt for the
half of the season,
postseason.
right, dude? That's when
Yeah.
guys are gonna get juiced up. But if your quarterback's fucking brain dead on the sideline by week 7, it's like, well, all that investment is really paying off here, isn't it? Nobody's watching you because you got a no name. I'm not talking about the Dolphins. I'm talking about like this has happened throughout the past of the NFL. You have some dickweed in the backfield throwing the football like at the end of the season. It's like nobody's watching your games.
I think if you have something like that happen, I feel like, I mean, minimum you got to be out at least like 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
too.
these people go through these protocols so quick. There's no way that they're doing these protocols right. Like literally, I mean, I know Hunter Renfrow has been out with a concussion and everything. He's been sitting. He's been out 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's different levels of concussion. Some are
Yeah.
way worse than others and all that.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like any concussion you should be sitting at least.
Yeah, I mean,
2
dude,
weeks.
we've seen it before where guys are out like 4 weeks for a concussion.
Yeah, but then you have some people that are like, oh, he had a concussion Thursday night, but we got a game Sunday.
Mhm.
Or
Or,
a series,
no,
dude. A series
Well,
between
yeah.
that Bills game, bro. One series, your defense goes out, you go through a protocol, and then you're back out. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Like,
y'all
that's
got
like
a
Dalton.
genie-
That's
a
like Dalton
magician
said
back there?
too. Right. That's like Dalton said too when he said that like you could put it on Tua also, and I agree with that because he also had to go through clearance this week before he played, and he probably was giving them positive feedback through his like
Yeah.
physicals and stuff like that when he was doing his
Yeah.
checkups.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know he was in
Yeah,
there
he
like, "Doc,
absolutely
I'm
was
good."
absolutely fine.
Well,
yeah.
there's stories. I've heard a lot of stories of guys. Ryan Clark was talking about this week on something, but he was talking about like how guys would like kind of rehearse with trainers what they were going to ask them during protocol. There's
Yeah.
like a
I mean,
there's
I
like
know
a
y'all
list
saw
of
it, didn't you?
there's a list of questions that they all like. There's a list of questions that they
y'all-
choose from like too ask during the protocol check. So guys will like rehearse that for a couple of days and then go in with answers ready for any of the questions asked.
Did y'all see that video of that kid? It was actually the Ole Miss and Tulsa game where Ole Miss player got suspended for that game, that full 4 quarters or whatever because of that hit on that Tulsa receiver.
Right.
That Tulsa receiver literally he got up and started walking and his leg he glitched, dude. He literally he lagged out.
He lagged out, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that-
looked like he looked like Tua trying to get up. That
yeah, that's
last
the
week.
appropriate term, by the way. Lagging out, dude. That's
Yeah,
what
he
those
lagged
guys
the fuck
do.
out.
They lag out.
He lagged out, bro. Like I don't even know what other way. Like he completely shit the bed, bro. Like he got up and his leg, he tried to walk and his leg completely just went in front of him, like kind of straight out, and he
Yeah.
just fell and
Right.
that kind of shit. Like, I mean, obviously he got taken out of the game and everything looked at, but if you see shit like that, there's something.
I think it's automatic out of the game.
Right.
I think it's
Yeah,
I
it's-
think
yeah,
if you
absolutely.
lose balance
Absolutely.
and like hit the ground because you just like your body stopped working for a second, like I think that should be
Yeah.
grounds of
I
like,
feel
all
like
right, let's
some of
take him
that- I
back
feel
to the
like
yard.
some of that shit, some of the effects got to be delayed too. Like if somebody goes on the sideline, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm good," and then all of a sudden they go back out there and they fucking, I don't know, they jog, they rattle their brain a little when they get hit again,
Yeah.
and then they're fucking all of a sudden now it's oh shit.
Yeah, it's life
I can't-
threatening.
Yeah,
I can't
even
speak.
the commentators of last week's game when he got hit and he was stumbling, they were shocked and
Yeah.
dumbfounded that he was even back out on the field.
Right.
They were like, "Oh, Tua's back out on the field." But how much do you think it is that he's it's that he's a young player? Like he's within his younger years of football. So how much do you think that has to do with it?
Like him making that decision.
Like him making that decision.
yeah, everybody
the team
feels
making
it.
that decision. You know what I mean?
Everybody
Like,
feels
he's young. He
indestructible.
get
Yeah.
right. He's young. He can get
Indestructible,
through it.
yeah. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But dude, we have one of our co-hosts here that's on the injury reserve for a little head trauma.
Oh, dude,
Dalt,
Dog took a
Yeah.
big.
can we take
hit.
it? Can we take a look at the video first?
Let's take a peek. Let's take a
Yeah,
peek.
Alright, Let's watch this video real quick. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, dog, dude,
Ooh. Did you get blindsided?
what happened? Run us through, Dalt. What happened?
Dude. I mean,
Let's do a little play-by-play.
we're at my buddy's house. We're at a buddy's house.
Where
in
were you this
Oxford.
weekend, by the way, Dalt? Let's mention this to the viewers. Where were you this weekend? Obviously, in the video, you see that.
Oxford.
What were you there for?
At Oxford. We were there for the Ole Miss football game. We were going, we're getting ready to go have some fun, have some drinks and everything. And we were pre-gaming at the house pretty much. And I don't know, I guess it was just a mixture of a bunch of stuff, honestly. I kind of just I bent over because I felt weird. And next thing I know, I'm bent over, hands on my knees. And next thing I know, I'm waking up and I look over, there's a puddle of blood beside me, but towards the door. And, he has concrete. My buddy has concrete floors. And so I look over and I'm like, that's not my blood.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
That's,
like,
I mean,
that's
that's a
not my
nasty
blood.
cut, dude. Those are some
But
big ass
my
fucking
buddy-
staples.
My other buddy's holding a paper towel on my head. Everybody's freaking out because they're like, what's going on? And, yeah, they're holding towel on the back of my head. And I have no clue that my head's split. I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Whose
And so
blood
the
is
ambulance coming. Yeah, I was literally telling myself, that's not my blood. That's not me. And because I was like, if I would have known it was my blood, I probably would have got nauseous, I guess, because I'm not a big blood guy.
that?
You
And
know?
passed out again.
Not a blood guy. Yeah, passed out again in my
A
head.
little queasy.
But and ambulance came and got me. I was at the hospital for
Really?
a couple, like 2 hours.
By the
yeah.
way,
oh,
folks,
yeah.
we
Ambulance-
should also mention this is pre the fucking game Saturday. This is on Friday night.
No, this is Friday. He hadn't even made it to
The
the
game has not happened yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, I went to the hospital, got my, got CT scan, got a tetanus shot.
Went through the concussion protocol before you went back into the game.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
well,
we're a little
I
late
got-
with podcast today.
Yeah,
this
Dawg-
week. He had to
Dawg
go
had
through
to clear-
concussion protocol.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go through his
Gotcha.
protocols. He kept being
Yeah.
like, "I'm good, dude. I'm good." We're like, "Oh man, I don't know about those giant staples in the back of your head. Those are
Right.
I kept it G for the ribs though. I was out of the hospital by 10:30. I was up by 7 to head to the 11 o'clock game. Headed to the Grove at 9. Went and watched some football.
Yeah, just
Had a
go
good
stand.
time.
Oh
Watched-
yeah, you
watched-
had to get up
watched
early
the-
to stand
watched
under
the-
some trees.
Watch the Rebs put the smack down on Kentucky.
Dude, that
Okay.
probably did feel good. But dude, you're a trooper for that, bro.
Yeah, trooper.
Oh, dude, I couldn't miss my Rebs, dude. I went to Oxford for the Rebs. and I showed. I pulled through, dude. I got to.
Yeah, Dog came out off the IR for this. He's here for y'all boys.
Yeah, dude. He's supposed
Dude,
to be now 2 weeks.
2
He
weeks.
said, put me
get,
back in,
get
coach.
you a man that'll show up like Dalton does for the Rebels.
Dude, you did get to see the Jets though. That was sick.
Yeah, the flyover.
Yeah,
that was
3
crazy.
F-15s flying
that was,
over.
That was
Dog,
yeah,
Is
that type of stuff. Me and Stone were talking about it. Stone Paris.
yeah.
We were
Shout
we
out. Shout son.
we were talking about it. Yeah, that gave like us chills. Like when they flew over, it was like just like cool moment.
Yeah,
and
yeah, dude.
everything.
That was
yeah,
cool. Yeah, if
absolutely.
anybody doesn't know, Louisiana Air National Guard lended the Rebels 3 F-15s. Not Ole Miss students weren't flying them or nothing, but they did a flyover for the Ole Miss game, which is super cool because SEC games are obviously really big, but some of them are in really small kind of towns. Oxford, Starkville, places like that aren't big cities. And Mississippi, obviously, we do not have jets. I'm pretty sure our military does not have jets, or our Air National Guard. So we don't normally get to do cool shit like that before our game. So like even I'm a Mississippi State fan, dude. And I saw a video of it and I was like, that's fucking badass. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't been to an Ole Miss game in a while. So seeing I haven't been in the actual like stadium for a game probably in 3 years.
yeah,
And
so you
seeing
haven't seen
Ole
all
Miss,
the
like,
renovations.
seeing what Lane Kiffin's actually done with Ole Miss as far as like we painted the field new. It looks good.
You
we
like
got,
the end zone?
Dude, I love the end
The end zone
zone.
like
I love
dog
the
shit,
red
bro.
zone.
Yeah, I wasn't big about it.
That shit looked bad, homie. I'm sorry.
I love that.
I might be
dude.
a little
I love
biased,
it.
but
And another thing, they got more stuff for like the walkout, like when they walk out, after they lock the vault and they take off out of the tunnel, dude. I'm telling you, they got like fireworks, and before they didn't have anything. It was just like carrying the flag out. People they played the music, band started playing. Now they got like cannons. I mean, they've had the cannon, but they got the fireworks. They got the smoke machines, dude. It goes hard.
It's crazy to see like what Vault looks like and what Davis Wade looks like now. When I think back as a kid going to games or seeing it on TV,
Yeah,
like they both look like real, actual, like nice facilities.
Yeah, we belong in SEC now.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
everybody
Like,
was
dude,
mi-
especially Davis
everybody was
Wade when it had
mind blown.
2 open end zone sides. Like
Yeah.
it looked a little bush league. I personally liked it, but man, we play SEC football. Come on now, and we'll talk about those games here in a minute. Before this, I want to talk about Dalton. You got to tell people how you really bust your head open. It's when you got in that fight with all those fraternity dudes, right?
Oh, dude, what happened was I was like that dude who tried to get. I went to the midget wrestling, and I got a little carried away. I got in the ring with the midget wrestlers, and one of them Batista bombed me on the back of my head into a chair. That's what I told her. But I was sitting next to some Kentucky fans at the game, and we're having a good time together. I'm sure they'll be back. They loved it, but I was telling them, I was like, yeah, dude, I got my ass whooped by some midgets. So, but
And honestly, it was a pretty good game. It was mostly defense, though. Ole Miss kind of clinched it in the first quarter.
Yeah, I thought
when
so
they go
too.
up 14-6 in the first.
Yeah, as soon
But
as
they
they
didn't
made
really
it
do much on the offense like the other rest of the game. It was mostly just
Kiffin,
their
dude,
defense actually played a good game.
Speaking of that, Kiffin was fucking pissed. I have not seen him that animated ever. In a while. It's been a long time.
he's been getting heated, bro. This year, he's had a lot of moments where he's gotten really pissed off this year.
Oh,
Like,
dude, he got pissed at the students and like the school because, like not this game. This is the one game that like everybody stayed, but all the games prior, like everybody's left by halftime.
Oh yeah, he talked.
And
Yeah,
so
that was
did y'all
it,
see-
dude. That was everywhere
did y'all
on
see
social media.
Did y'all see the brawl? Did y'all see the students?
No, that's what I was talking about,
The-
dog. I was
Was
saying
that this week?
that's where Dalton actually busted his head open. Yeah, it was like SAE and whatever dumb fraternity. Sorry if you were in a fraternity, dude. This
Sigma
shit is
Chi or
so
whatever.
fucking stupid. It was literally the Blazers and khakis versus the Chubbies up there, dude. I saw 4-inch inseams versus like double-breasted jackets going at it, bro. Those guys, dude, fighting over something
weak
so
day.
stupid. I know.
Dude, my dad's richer than yours. Fucking type shit.
Dude, and all of them, as soon as the police showed up in the stands, all of them, as they immediately
Yeah.
were just walking away and like, oh man, I wouldn't do anything.
I bet your dad bought. Yeah, how'd you pay for your tickets? I bet your dad bought them for you.
Yeah, I've been on the square all day.
It was a literally 11 o'clock game, but that's what, dude. It is toxic.
Yeah.
It is toxic when you start drinking at 9 o'clock and you got an 11 o'clock game. Of course,
But
there's going
dude,
to be a
that,
fight in the fucking stands.
Well, dude,
but dude, there were some kids in there throwing some
yeah, there was a
bombs,
couple that
dude.
were for real. There was a couple that were for real.
They were throwing some bombs, bro.
Yeah.
I saw a kid in there that was folding people left and right, and a little guy,
They,
like he wasn't even.
they put it up
He
on
wasn't even.
Jumbotron.
Oh no, I saw it on Twitter.
No, I saw. Yeah, mine was on like a Twitter feed. It was, everybody was
Yeah.
fucking
I see Twitter and it was
destroying
like,
these
they just
guys.
posted students. I was like, I had it almost gave me like anxiety because they were at the very top.
Dude,
was
I
like,
know.
bro,
I thought one of them
throw a
was for
body
sure
over
going to
there.
get RKO'd off the top. Off the top of Vault Hemingway, just
Somebody
RKO off
was
the top.
I thought a body was just gonna fly over the back of the stadium onto the
Dude,
concrete.
somebody
I
was like
no.
on Twitter, like, dude, a bunch of
Please
TikTokers
don't.
getting in a fight on top of Vault Hemingway. I was like, bro, that's so stupid. That's so dumb. Which, dude, that brings up my famous, like, I always like to think about, dude, our sports fights, especially fans fighting, they're always fun to watch, but that's super cringe, right?
Super cringe.
Yeah. That you look shitty doing. You look real tacky doing that.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's just saying old people fight, dude. I think like if you're 40, 30 something, 40 years old,
Yeah.
why are you fighting?
True.
Dude, there's
Right.
kids around and shit. You're like throwing hands with
And
you're throwing hands with somebody because they said like your team's trash, dude. Like what? Like,
yeah,
you're
right.
40,
And
dude. Who cares?
your kid's definitely sitting next to you right there at the game, probably.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
it's an epic battle, dude. It's literally David versus Goliath when a boomer versus
Sons and
when a
fours.
boomer versus Zoomer goes at it at a college football game, dude. It's literally David versus Goliath. It's amazing. I
My
enjoy
favorite's the
watching every
NFL fight.
fan. Yeah, dude. Now NFL fan fights are nuts. Like Philadelphia guys, Bills guys, those guys, dude. They're ready to catch a charge for their fucking NFL team. Like,
And what I think is really bad about fan fights, have you seen the videos of like girls being with their husband or something, and their husband gets knocked out, and they try to like fight the dude who knocked out their husband?
and then they get
Like,
absolutely
what
fucking
is
chunked.
what you think your husband just got knocked?
He just
what
got
do you think that is
rocked.
about to do to you?
He just got
Dude, and then,
rocked
like,
while being
like,
surrounded by 45,000 people. Just got
They
rocked.
start
between all of
slapping
them.
this dude who just knocked out their husband, and then the dude just cold cocks the woman. Like you knew it was coming.
Yeah, dude. Nobody. You see, first off, no one's in the right headspace. You can't talk those people down.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah,
Their adrenaline's pumping.
yeah, adrenaline. He's drank 9 Miller Lights. He's fucked up. His team's down 4 touchdowns. All right, and it's like the second quarter. He's going to catch a charge in this. Like he's willing to go way further than you are in this.
He's gonna get his money's worth.
Yeah, he's like,
My biggest thing of the fight in the stands also, if I'm sitting below somebody that wants to fight me, I'm not swinging. You are
Yeah, the high
swinging.
ground wins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
high
gotta come
ground
up
wins
here,
in the
bro.
stands.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got
the high ground wins in the stands every single time. There's no comparison.
Yeah, dude, you
I
gotta
mean,
be tactical up there,
the
bro.
thing is,
It's dangerous.
If I got the low ground, they're definitely gonna kick me in the face.
Oh, dude, if I had the low ground, I'm grabbing their ankles and trying to rip them off the fucking upper deck right there.
I would be literally terrified that they were gonna throw me down like sections of seats. Like I'm like, oh, dude, this dude's about to, or like I would fall or something. Because if you fall, I mean, if you've ever been, I mean, we've all been in like stadiums. That's a steep fall. That's
Dude,
like,
it is,
absolutely.
I
You
was
lose
just
your-
thinking that. It is so steep.
Dude, you were rolling down
you-
those fucking stadium steps.
you lose your balance, you're gone, bro. Your head's gonna look like mine, bro.
Dude, it's all, it's crazy. Dude, it's crazy always when I see these videos. But of like the guys falling off of like the second level or like the terrace level of like a football stadium or baseball field. Y'all seen those, right? Like where guys have fallen like out of the stands.
Oh my god, dude, that makes me sick. Like,
y'all not seen
I hate
those?
seeing
Didn't-
stuff like that.
Didn't that one guy like a couple years ago die from falling out of stands at a baseball game?
Dude, there was
No,
a
it was
fucking
a
Memphis
woman
game.
and her kid.
Yeah,
it was
that
a woman
I
and her
remember
kid.
that.
Oh,
one.
that's
what you're talking
right,
about.
yes.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember.
Oh no, you're talking. He's
I'm talking
talking
about that
the dude
baseball
who
game.
died
That guy.
Yeah,
He was
but
reaching
it
for a
happened at the
football.
the most recent one was the girl and her baby at that Padres game. Apparently, I don't know what the story is. I think I heard that it was suicide. Like jumped off the stadium with her baby. Like the
Dude,
top
at
of
the
Petco-
Padres
Petco
game?
Park.
Come on, bro.
Dude,
All right, let's
and,
let's bring the bad vibes away. Like
No, hold on. I want to
yeah.
talk about that. That is so crazy, though, to be at like a
No,
fucking Padres
no,
game.
the one-
that's-
the
two and
one
a
I
half
was talking
hours
about-
in and be like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
done. I
the
can't
one
make
you're
it tonight.
the one you're talking about is the dude at the Rangers game who fell over. He
Yes,
was reaching
that
for a
one.
home
Oh, yeah,
run
he's
ball.
trying
Yeah,
to
he's
catch a
reaching for a home
ball.
run ball, and he
Yeah.
fell. Yes, he fell. He was fucking sitting like left field, and you know they got that tall ass wall,
Yeah.
and he
yeah,
reached
yeah.
over and
Yeah.
he fell. And I'm pretty sure he broke his neck.
Oh, dude, imagine falling over like the Green Monster or something.
Oh, dude.
You're
Long enough to know
every
you fucked
limb.
up, bro. That's long enough to know you fucked up. You know what I mean?
Dude,
That
you better
fall.
hope you don't. You better hope you hit the grass, dude. Because that warning track hurt.
Ooh, speaking of baseball, I did want to ask you guys because today I think the quest for Judge continues. I think this is last day today while we're recording. We're recording today, by the way. It's like Sunday the 2nd. So yeah, this is
Yeah, he's going for 62.
this is last day regular season game to try and go for it. But I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think about pitchers not fucking throwing him the ball?
It's bullshit.
Is it kind of a wussy move?
It's a wussy move. If I was a pitcher, I'd be wanting to go for him. You know what I mean? Like I'd try to strike him out every time.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
'cause the crazy. I was talking. I think me and Dave. I think I was talking to you about this, Dave, this week. I was like, it's the one time in sports. It happens in baseball a lot where a guy is like up for a record of some sort, right?
Mhm.
Like, and this can be pitcher or batter, and the guy facing them will do anything, including shady ass tricks, to make sure he isn't the one to give it up.
right.
Like, guys trying to like slap or like bunt on during a perfect game, or like right now with guys like walking Judge. It's like one of the few times in sports where it's like this is purely pride. This has nothing to do with
Absolutely.
anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
just think
just
at
don't
this
want to be on the
point that
clip.
I just think at this point for them, they probably don't want to be like. If you think about it, if you are a pitcher and he's got 61 home runs, that he's probably hit them off. I mean, probably 50 something different pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be one of those pitchers.
No,
you
don't
don't
want to
be.
be.
You don't want to be that pitcher.
You don't want
but
to
you
be
do,
one
also
of those
you want to
pitchers.
keep from history.
Right. You don't want to be the one that. You don't want to be one of those pitchers. But it's worse than just being one of those pitchers. Now you're the clip that will be always shown when it's talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're the last
Yeah.
one.
You're
Like,
going down.
the one
You're
that
going
broke
down
it.
the history book too. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
regardless if your name's getting mentioned or not, you're fucking on the tape. Like,
Yeah,
yours
right.
is always gonna get shown, dude.
Yeah,
So, I get that.
You're going to be remembered as a guy who like if I mean it's like last regular season game, you're going to be the probably most infamous one because that's his last home run. They're going to be like he hit 62 home runs this year. Here's the 62nd home run of the year, and you're pitching him the ball, so you look like dog shit.
Yeah, he hung a curveball. Like
it's going on. They're playing right now too,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep up with that today. I mean, it'd be really cool if he did.
Who is pitching for him today? Or they're playing the Orioles? Is it? Oh, freaking
If
no,
it's
it's not.
Lyles, if it's Lyles, he's dropping a tank on him. Dude.
Do what?
If it's Lyles is gonna he's gonna have a nuke off Lyles, Jordan Lyles.
All right, guys.
No, it's Kyle Bradish.
Dude's got his whole pride, everything, dude's on the line today.
Think about that, dude. When was the last time, honestly? When was the last time the Orioles had like a Cy Young caliber pitcher,
or a monumentous moment, like an important moment in baseball, like happening in like during an Orioles game? It's been since, dude. It's been since I guess. Oh fuck.
When was the last time you saw the Orioles do something crazy on Sportscenter or something? Like they don't show Orioles highlights.
No, you should show it on the little flipper on the bottom. It's like Orioles lost today.
Well, I mean, the Orioles got a couple young guys that are supposed to be really good, Adley Rutschman and that Gunnar Henderson. That Gunnar Henderson kid's balling.
Yeah, the Orioles are getting better. I will say, but still, dude.
But think about it. They have no pitching, and they haven't had pitching ever since I've been on.
No.
Who was their best pitcher in the past decade? Like Kevin Gausman or somebody like that?
Dude, I really don't know.
Oh no, man.
You remember? You remember Kevin Gausman though? I mean, he's not he definitely wasn't a Cy Young winner, but
I feel like
pretty sure that's probably their best pitcher.
Did they trade him though?
The what?
Did they trade him?
Gausman? No, he got traded. He used to. I think he used to pitch for the Blue Jays, and then he got traded to the Orioles, maybe.
I see.
I literally can't think of. I know they had Matt Harvey, but that was way after his prime.
Look, let's just be real.
Way after he popped.
Let's just be real. Of three guys who, we're fans of the real baseball league, the National League.
Yeah,
right. Listen, guys. We don't keep up with no bullshit American League all the time. Not until the fucking World Series.
Yeah.
I like to watch my baseball in its best form, so I just don't really tune into all that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You got a team in Toronto, bro. Come on.
My biggest thing, what trips me out about the Judge, the pitchers kind of avoiding them right now, is that they'll get him in like a 2-2 count and then walk him. You know what I mean? Like they'll
looking like
make
a bitch.
right. They'll make it where they're saying like, oh, I am pitching to him. But if they get 2 strikes, they'll go ahead and be like, let's go around and strike down a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're pitching around him while you're up like 4 runs in a 2-2
Yeah,
count.
right.
You look like a
Yeah.
bitch, dude.
I just think it's crazy how every time Judge makes contact, it's like I feel like his swing is just so like naturally hard just because of how big he is. Like he just hits
Pause.
the ball so hard.
No pause in this podcast.
No, pause. What'd you say Judge was?
I was
thought you
saying
said he
that
was
he's
hard.
like
Did you say he was hard?
He said he was
No, I
hard
said
and
he-
naturally big.
I said he hit. I was like, pause. What are you talking about?
No, I just wanted
No,
to
yeah,
give
he
you a
did.
chance to redact anything you said.
No, dude,
Nah,
there's
he
no
hit-
pause.
He just naturally hits hard as hell.
Oh, there we go. I like that.
There we go.
He's just naturally hard, bro. Handsome. All right,
Sorry,
so
man.
we're
Just throw me out front.
we are trying to like cut this, I guess, kind of tight today. I got busy Sunday. I got to replace my alternator here in a bit.
Oh, big mechanic.
Dude, big mechanic.
That's so
I'm
tough.
in mechanic mode while I'm trying to get this episode ready for the boys to listen to. I do want to talk about one more thing that I've been seeing on social media a lot this week, and y'all probably have too. Michael Irvin, sorry.
Oh, dude,
Single-handedly
dude.
saving ESPN right now. How about
Absolutely, dude.
that? How
he
about
left
that?
Stephen A. Smith speechless.
Dude, Michael going fucking pure preacher mode, dude, is the best thing that's been on ESPN in a while.
That's a typical kind of cowboy fan. Like that's what cowboy fans are. Like
You're
Michael
right,
Irvin,
actually.
that is their fan base.
Yeah, but you can't.
That is the
You gotta love a guy
that is the
talking about
face.
like he's talking about dudes being leaders and whatnot. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's like 1,000 urban stories of like him getting the whole Dallas Cowboys team like fucked up the night before, and then like them all leaving the clubs and bars and to go to like practice the next morning, and they're all just like fucked up at practice, and it's
He
just because
said,
Michael wanted to
"Finger
go out.
licking."
Dude, yeah, he did say finger licking.
He was sucking his finger.
Did y'all see that thing on Twitter too? Like
Yum,
he
yum, yum,
walked
yum,
out of
yum.
the house with without his glasses, and somebody took a picture of him. Somebody commented like, "Damn, Michael, you look good out there with no glasses." He commented back and said, "No, I forgot, I lost them, and I can't see a goddamn thing."
Yeah, he's like, I can't see shit out here, and he's just squinting at the fucking teleprompters.
Yeah.
I don't think I've always been
damn,
an
Mike,
Earth
you
fan,
look
but
good. No,
dude,
I can't
come
see
on.
shit.
ESPN needs to punk that shit as much as possible. Cause I tuned into some first take videos or recently, like, and I know, dude, in our intro we have some of our forefathers like Stephen A. Smith in there, but I don't really watch them much anymore because Skip's not on there and Kellerman's not on there, so it's not as stupid as it used to be. So I don't watch anymore. I tuned in a couple times this week just because of Michael, because it's so fucking funny.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I bet the Cowboys fans love that shit.
Oh,
Eat it
have
up.
to,
love
bro.
Finger licking.
Finger lick. Num 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 num. Dude, that shit had me dying this week. But all right, dudes. Well, before we wrap it up this week, I do want to mention that we had some equipment come in today and this weekend. We're gonna be recording together here very soon.
Big moves coming.
And video probably coming very soon. So audio quality is gonna be really nice after Dalk gets off the road. Gets back to us because he's
Still
still
grinding.
on the road.
Right.
So we're hoping we're kind of now, listeners, bear with me. We're looking at being recording on mics and whatnot together on next episode, maybe. Just gotta go right.
Absolutely.
It's kind of up to Amazon and the USPS and the
Right.
boys in
It's a
Brown.
process.
The boys in Brown UPS. Shout out. It just kind of depends on when the equipment gets to us. But dude, I think it's gonna be a big improvement to the cast.
It's gonna be fun.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited about it. I really am. Because dude, this episode I had a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. It's been like a good time. So we hope you guys are
having a
enjoying it.
blast.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So y'all stick with us. To shout us out, plug us. Does anybody have any picks or anything for this coming week, or we kind of we're recording at a weird
Pause.
time to make picks. So
Pause.
pause.
You said plug us?
Hey, this is a no pause podcast.
Oh,
Pause.
No pause podcast.
Pause. Did you say plug us? Yeah, no, yeah, dude, plug us to your friends in the bed. I mean, on Twitter or whatnot, and just keep listening, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and
Absolutely.
leave
Keep
some
showing
comments.
love. We'll keep grinding for y'all.
Yeah, this is gonna keep coming, guys. As long as I think we're having a fun time with it, this is
Having
gonna
a
keep going.
blast. This is what I look forward to all week.
Yeah,
This
same.
college football, NFL. Hey, a shout out! A little NBA started last night.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
dude,
preseason.
bro.
Yeah, a little preseason
Quick.
started last night.
I will wrap this up real quick. This is the only thing I want to do with NBA. Y'all ready? How
that?
fucking good are the Grizzlies gonna be this year, boys?
Let's fucking go.
I think we're gonna be
Dude.
pretty good.
If we can get an offensive rebound, let's go.
Dawg, hit us with it. What do you think?
Dude. Nothing short of a championship. That's all I'm saying.
Are you calling it now?
I'm calling it right now.
Get to
I'm
your
calling
win bet centers right now, folks, and put in
nothing
for
short
the
of a
Grizz.
chip. I mean, Desmond Bane's about to be the best 3-point shooter in the league this year.
I knew we were joking, but I knew you were about to have some defense of that take.
What do you mean?
Like, I knew that you were kind of joking, but like that or do you believe this? Grizz win this year?
Oh, I mean, I think it's a very big possibility.
Oh yeah.
Who's like just dominant in the league that can stop us? Even the Warriors, they couldn't. I mean, we gave them hell.
Dawg's
We gave
ready,
the Warriors
boys.
hell.
He's ready.
We gave the Warriors hell. We're a young team, get better by the year. Bane's getting older, Jaws getting older. Jaws coming up, get this big contract now. Jaws about to put it on somebody's head every game. Like, dude, we're gonna be passing around milk cartons this season. People's face on it from Jaws.
Dude, I'm ready now. I'm super. Dalton, you just got me pumped up for some Grizz basketball, dudes. And I imagine that's what we're gonna be. We'll talk a lot about the NBA because we all three of us love the NBA. But we're all really big Grizzlies fans, so y'all stay tuned for a lot of that. But guys, join us next week. We had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
See ya.
Love you.